Okay, this is all the drawings I've done since I was 13 to 20. I have 7 of these folders, the full. This is at the start when I'm 13 years old and I'm learning to experiment. You'll see like in a lot of these, it is experimental. It's trying to learn things, try and copy things. I'm really happy with some of how these are sketched, you know? How I kind of just learned foam first before anything else. Especially with these guys. It's just a lot of foam work before I jumped in. And sometimes, like, you can see, just keep drawing, basically. Experimental. Go ahead, just do whatever you want. Try and get anything out of this, you know? I wanted to show you something right here because I think it's very, very important. Here's something I did when I was 13 and it taught me a lot. It basically taught me you can do a first sketch, second one, and then a third. And as long as you keep on trying and you keep on, you know, finding ways to improve, it is very, very, I don't know. You learn how to improve fast. When you look back and you see like all the problems, you learn how to get better and better and better. And that's basically what I want to preach, you know? My projects here from school. I'm very, very happy with this one. I don't like, looking back, I remember like drawing this and being like, this is different, you know? I think this is the first example of me doing portrait work. You can see the lines here very straight, not very jumpy. And it's based on a character from a comic, which is what I also want to say. If you're doing this work, use comic, use paneling, use all this. You learn so much from it. It's really, really cool. Use your media as well. Just draw what you want to draw. That's kind of another thing I want to preach. If you're drawing, you have to love it. Because if you're not loving it, you're not going to improve. You're not going to learn how to draw other things, and you're not going to learn to experiment, you know? So it's very important to love what you're drawing. I am conscious of the time because I only have like 15 minutes and this book is massive. So yeah, I was very happy with this at the time. I've learned a lot from then. Basically the power of shading and using that. You can see in my work today, but this is the first time it really, really became like prevalent. Same with this one, learning to be creative and add things. It's very, very important to me that you always like, you can add a little twist onto things and improve. A lot of these now concept art that I've taken from other people. I've done this a lot with some of the books where I've had a piece and it's kind of just learning to emulate their style in such a way. And it's really good. A lot of these are very harsh colors, you know, but you learn a lot from it, as in like shell shading. Have fun. This is a nice one when I'm talking about proportion. The way it's sticking out is really nice. I think over here I learned like the skill of, you know, environmental imposing and structuring shit, you know, if you can understand that. Here is when I started really getting to coloring. I kind of like the coloring in this. It's very defined. I think that's the only thing I dislike about it. It's very, you know exactly what you're looking at. And a lot of my drawings are not really like that. It's kind of, you know, just experimenting. Have fun. Just have fun. Remember to have fun when you're drawing. I remember drawing this in class. Oh my god. Here, I printed these out and I just wanted to see how much I could add on to things, really. And also learn them. It's okay to, like, do that, I think. I really like doing concept art. I feel like it does add a lot. I really had a big Persona phase. And Chainsaw Man phase. Here is the first example of me learning to go into realistic. And I think I did an okay job for my first attempt. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I remember drawing this. It's like, I can see the problems now. There's not enough shading around here. It's very definitive. There's not enough shading up here, here, here. Look at the mouth. She looks like an idiot. I don't know. Shading here is per. The rest of this is kind of per. I like how it's set up though. I like the portrait of it. It's nice. Here's another one, which I'm still very proud of. I was thinking about doing this like the other day, redoing this one, because it's the first one that really got me like notable by people. This is like learning shading as well with pens. I don't really like it. It looks nice. I still don't really like it. It's not really my style. These are some famous drawings here and there. It's all about kind of learning from them, you know? You can copy other people as long as you're learning from them. That's my opinion of things. Here's another one. Is it? Yeah. This is another one where you're learning angles and faces and light, and you're thinking about all these things. Just put them down. That's what you want to do, basically. If you hear that, that's a bat from upstairs in the attic. So what we learned here was like, light is coming in from behind. It's coming from this side over here. At a graphic or something, I don't know, just to distract it. People find like fingers really hard. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't really know how to describe it. It's not that bad as people think it is. This is another example of me using colors. I definitely need to go back into it. I don't know. I feel like I just use block colors. This year, 2026, I really want to just experiment, really. Because I know I'm good at drawing, but I'm not very good at coloring. This is nice. This is learning soccer. I hit this point where I really got into soccer. And I didn't really use these poses. Well, I'm using them now, kind of. They're just still a bit crude. I think this was a really good exercise in drawing things that not as big as this one, but like from an angle, like going out. When you're drawing in scale, you know? I learned blood from this. I really like it. Drawing blood is not that bad. I really like the Chainsaw Man style because it can be like slightly realistic at times, and you can just expand on it, and it's nice. I kind of miss drawing like for a fandom, but I feel like it doesn't get you anywhere. It'll get you attention, but besides that, it's like, it's a big hit, you know, for a small time. Here's when I started going to realistic again. I really became like one of my own. For this one as well, it's just how much like shadows can we add, how much detail can we add. It's too much. It really distracts the eyes. This isn't my dad. It looks horrible. I was really proud of this. I was so proud of this. I learned a lot from this. I definitely spent like maybe 5 hours, like something ridiculous on it. It's really nice. Definitely. And I could still learn a few things from this today. Here is another step in my journey where I learned how to kind of use coloring, and it looks really nice. I'm very happy about it. The only problem is it still doesn't blend well. Once you put this in an environment, you're going to have to think of shadows and how they react. So what I normally do is like just draw this guy first. But when you put him into an environment, you're gonna have to think about the grass and how it hits metal and how the sky reflects and how trees in the background or whatever. It's a lot to think about. For just him alone, I very happy with it. It looks nice. This is just adding again onto it. I like it. It's fun. I did a lot of these guys for a while. It's a very fun exercise. Another sketch of me learning how to draw. This is where I learned kind of like skull shape and segments, and it made me kind of learn how to draw my own faces, you know? Instead of just copying other people's faces, it was more to come up with your own. And I think it helped me, like over here. Yeah, that looks really good. What the hell? Not to glaze myself too hard. I really like the color, and I think it does a lot. It's just, it takes so much time, which is kind of, I don't know. There's so much that could go wrong with drawing, but it's kind of like, with coloring, you just have to take the plunge, and you could ruin a drawing with coloring. But I think it's worth it, you know, at the end. Because, like, these guys look beautiful. I'm so happy with these guys. They look amazing. They look so good. It's just, like, I think I had to literally envision it. And it took a lot from me. But yeah, these guys are sick. And when enough the end, I think I had this one. This one is so cute. Very happy with it. And that's all the drawings for the first book. It's very chunky. And yeah, I'll move on to the next one now.